Early years and family. Charles Dickens spent his early years in Portsmouth, where he experienced the struggles of poverty firsthand. At the age of 12, he was forced to work in a factory to help support his family. The hardship of his father's death left a lasting impact on Dickens, instilling in him a deep sense of responsibility and empathy for those facing financial struggles. These early experiences would later shape his writing, as his novels often delved into themes of social inequality and injustice. Literary beginnings. Charles Dickens began his literary career as a journalist, working as a reporter for various newspapers and magazines. He soon began to publish his own writings, with his first collection of short stories, Sketches by Boz, gaining him recognition for his vivid portrayals of everyday life in London. It was with the success of his first novel, The Pickwick Papers, however, that Dickens truly made his mark in the literary world. The serialized novel, which followed the adventures of the Pickwick Club, became immensely popular with the reading public and established Dickens as a rising star in the world of literature. Through his experiences as a journalist and the success of Pickwick Papers, Dickens laid the foundation for his future as one of the greatest authors of all time. Rising fame. In the midst of his rising fame, Charles Dickens created some of his most iconic novels, including Oliver Twist and Nicholas Nickleby. These works captivated readers with their vivid portrayals of life in the Victorian era, exposing the harsh realities of poverty and social injustice. Through his storytelling, Dickens not only entertained his audience but also shed light on the pressing issues of his time. These novels solidified his reputation as a literary giant and cemented his place in the pantheon of great English writers. Social critic and reformer. One of Charles Dickens' most powerful contributions to society was his use of literature as a tool for advocacy. Through his timeless works of fiction, he shed light on the harsh realities of poverty, inequality, and social injustice prevalent in Victorian England. In novels such as Oliver Twist and David Copperfield, Dickens portrayed the struggles of the lower classes with such vivid detail that it sparked public outrage and brought attention to the systemic issues plaguing society. His writing not only entertained readers, but also served as a call to action for reform and social change. Dickens' ability to create compelling narratives that exposed the inequalities of his time solidified his legacy as a social critic and reformer. Personal life and relations. Charles Dickens married Catherine Hogarth in 1836, and they had 10 children together. Despite their large family, their marriage suffered and eventually ended in separation in 1858. Dickens' close friendships with fellow writers like Wilkie Collins and the illustrator George Cruikshank played a significant role in his personal and professional life. His friendship with the Duke of Devonshire's niece, Angela Burdick Coutts, also fueled rumors of a romantic relationship, although it is unclear if their bond was strictly platonic. Overall, Dickens' relationships with his family and friends greatly influenced his writing and public persona as a literary giant. Legacy and death. In the final years of his life, Charles Dickens continued to write prolifically, producing works such as Our Mutual Friend and The Mystery of Edwin Drood. However, his health began to decline, and he suffered a stroke in 1869. Despite this setback, he continued to work on his unfinished novel until his death in 1870. Charles Dickens passed away on June 9, 1870, leaving behind a lasting legacy in literature. His works have continued to be celebrated for their vivid characters, social commentary, and enduring themes. Dickens' contributions to the literary world have solidified his reputation as a literary giant whose influence can still be felt today.